So here is I Reckon So, aka Ricky, and this is his first time going to a schooling show. And this is at Rocking Horse Stables, which is in Altoona, Florida. So typically with the green ones, coming into the ring for the first time, getting them used to the whiteboards kind of right before I go in. And I kind of have a dressage ring at home, but still nothing quite like inside the board. So he's doing a pretty good job. You can see his attention wants to be a little bit outside of the arena, and we have a little bit of tension in through the rib cage. But as we go along, he gets better and better. And he's actually going to be quite a really nice mover. He's still learning to come over his back and really swing through his back. So I'm just working on trying to keep him to go forward and have a very soft contact in my hand. He put in a really nice circle there. And now we're going into the canter, which I'm going to stay posting. And I'm going to ask, and again, it was a little running into the canter, but for the most part, he handled himself really nice. And he has a very lovely canter. And then again, we come through here and do a down transition. For all of my young horses, I like to teach my down transition through closing my knee. And then now coming into the walk, where I just slow the posting down. Now for him, there is a little bit of tension and we'll have a little bit of unfocus. But I'm going to give him a pat because I really want our first experience in the dressage ring, to be about relaxation. And I find taking it with the young horses and giving them a pat and kind of pretending like we're done. You see, I get a little jig there. But again, he's having to learn what this is all about. And he really does try hard, but, in the beginning, they don't really understand. So he actually came back quite well into the working walk here. And he's focused. And I have a transition at K to the trot. And it was nice because sometimes you don't know how the young ones, or the green ones, are going to handle being inside the rectangle. Sometimes they relax. Sometimes they get a little bit more nervous. Like I said, he seemed to be more relaxed and focused in the dressage ring, which was a nice feeling. And again, I just need him just to come over his back a little bit more. But again, he was feeling pretty rideable. And I'm going to go ask for the canter here. Drop the inside shoulder a smidge, but that's to be expected. And he did his last race, I believe, in October of last year. I got him in November, so he's had some downtime to be a horse, and then now we've started our new career. And he did a really nice canter, and I was quite pleased with how this test went. For the most part, it's pretty accurate. I was able to canter, pick up both leads, stayed in the ring. Expectations for the green beans are not super high, but coming into our halt, we get a little sideways, but he ends up square. So really pleased with how he did that test. Scored a 33.6. So I was really, really pleased with him. Now moving on to the show jump. This was the Tadpole division, so I felt like for him going out beginner novice would be a little bit too big for his first time out, and I really wanted him to be confident. So coming to the first fence, let him pick up a little canter. And he has such a massive jump. He's a super talented, very athletic horse. And I've just had to bring him along and teach him how to be confident. So you see I'm going to really stay back with my shoulder. And I widen my hands. He's really starting to put in a nice shape. He can sometimes get a little unsure and just jump with all four legs in the air and jerk his knees up in the air, but he's starting to go across the jump now, which is nice. And again, he's put forth a really lovely rhythm. And I'm going to make him come to the trot, do a simple change. And I'm just working on staying in the rhythm, holding my shoulders. And he starts to put in some really lovely jumps. And my goal with this horse is to produce him up the levels, and he is a sale horse, but I want him to get some really good experience before I sell him. So it's too bad I had the last rail down, but ended up putting a good round and a fantastic cross country. Sadly, no cross country from the side, just from a helmet cam. And then we get a little glimpse of Ginger. She came along for the ride just to kind of go and walk around and see the atmosphere. And we have good old Rune there with Megan. Rune does a good job of having a very calm energy. It's very important in taking these guys off the track and having them have good examples. I was just asking her to back up there to give me some space. And so you can see there's a little bit of atmosphere here. And then across the road was, there's a lot of traffic, but there were also cows that she kind of locked on. But she did a good job. She kept her mind together, and it was overall a really successful day for the green thoroughbreds.